Lights are on and we are underway here in Saudi Arabia as it's still pole position for Stars as he stays. The front row looks to stay the same. Pelican is falling all the way down to P14. Going wide is Hardy as he falls all the way down to P15. And it's the Red Bull of Jack who comes away after turn 1. Monster Creator up into P3. A lot of movement happening in the middle of the pack. Baba falling down to P4. Hooping Egg all the way down to P6. Bear Funny falls all the way down to P14 after a little bit of a spin out. Edward and Draw all the way back down at the end. RD Gamer losing a place down into P7. Take a look at the starting tires for everyone so far. Everyone on the mediums besides Zebra and Pelicanus on the hards, a medium hard strategy or a hard medium. But the mediums coming through with the speed as McJiggle coming and able to get the move, trying to go up the inside was Zebra, but unable to make it happen out of the turn 13. And Jack's going to make the lead, keep it sticking, and it's a 2/10 of a second lead. The bottom two going to pit. They need new wings, and we'll have a DNF in the pit lane for Edward as he retires from the session. So P16 set right now as the Williams DNFs after one lap of racing. No safety car, though, as it was in the pit lane, but we'll get some double yellows in the mini sectors. At least unable to mathematically clinch, and there's the pass and repass again for the lead of the race, and it's Baba. They're going 3 wide into this final part. Being forced wide is Jack, and he'll get a 3-second violation for corner cutting. Unfortunate turn of events there as they went 3 wide into the turn 2. And being forced off was Jack. He'll fall all the way down to P3, and it's Stars who regains the lead coming out of that lap up into P1. So Jonesy mathematically eliminated. Caution in Sector 1, and it's going to be Bear who falls down into the final spot. Still ahead of the Silver Arrow, though. And the Silver Arrow's trying to make something happen, but, you know, you have one Haas in the points, one Mercedes in the points, and still looks to be in the lead. Baba trying to hold the lead as they go 3 wide again. Baba going to be forced off, but will keep it, and it'll be Jack who's back up into the lead. The Alpine, I think, missing a part of the wing. Caution, it's going to be a safety car. And Hardy going to get a 10-second violation for a severe collision with the Haas. It's a safety car after Bear Funny DNFs and falls all the way down. And so huge for the Silver Arrows. And here is the safety car. We said that it was going to happen, and it's another DNF for TTV Hardy as well. And so a mass communication of DNFs. Draw going to go back into the pit lane and get a fresh set of tires. And so with the safety car, that's going to play a huge factor. Stars was able to retake the lead when that happened. And as of now, he's looking to have a great finish up into P5 as the reserve driver. Mathematically eliminated from the title fight. Race control giving us the notification that DRS is in fact available. So with Jonesy not winning the championship, he will not go back-to-back. Harold going to retire from the session in DNF in the pit lane. We'll have a caution in Sector 3 and Sector 1, but once it gets cleared up, we should be good to go. So no back-to-back for Jonesy, and we'll have a first-time title holder in the URS, and we'll just wait to see who that's gonna be. The final couple of sectors, and watch out for the DRS zone. We have Stars that's right behind him. We've seen the pass and repass multiple times, but we'll see who actually comes away with the win from this race as they come back down around into turn 27, and it'll be Stars who takes the lead. Hooping Egg fighting for the win, though, right on the podium as they get forced into the wall. It's Hooping Egg who comes away with the victory, and the Alpine shoving him into the wall. That's going to be something to look at. The stewards are definitely going to have to take a look at that one, too. And what a move there by the Alpine, trying to and squeeze out a gap. Jack trying to shoot the gap as much as he could. They both go into the wall and allows Hooping Egg to get through. Beating in the pit lane, trying to go around the outside was Jack. A little bit of contact there. Hooping Egg able to maintain that as well. Baba falling down to P12 after switching onto the hards, so all the work that he did to make up the places has all been wiped away but Baba gonna come through right behind Commentator. He's out of the points. Chat Band up to P6, Pelicanus up into P8, trying to score points for the first time in a while. And McJiggle out of this for the Saubers up into P7. Hooping Egg will also be mathematically eliminated. And as of right now, Baba is looking to be mathematically eliminated right now. We could have a two-man title fight coming into the final couple parts of this race if Crater does not score points. Hooping Egg will retake the lead up into P1, but Jack is putting up a valiant effort. Monster Crater going the fastest lap of 130.1 in the hard compound tires. It's still Hooping Egg, though, with the lead. P15, or lap 15 out of 25 until he gets his chance. But Jonesy gonna come through. He's on P4. Jonesy up in the position there as Jack will fall all the way down to P5. And it's RD Gamer who makes up another place and is now fighting for a podium. Jack falls down. It's Stars in P2, Hooping Egg in P1, Jonesy in P3, RD Gamer in P4, Jack in P5. And Jack's able to make up a lot of time, but it's a 2.5 second gap. Now a little bit more, and we'll see what happens here. Time penalty for track limits. So Hooping Egg up into P1. There's a fight right back here as Chat Band are going to try and make up another place, especially with DRS trying to go around the outside. And will he get the move to make it stick? He does. But here's the thing. Will it stick coming into this part of the track? We've seen it a lot where we have a lot of passes and repasses. Trying to go for the switchback, losing control of the car was Jack, as Jack's going to go into the pit lane and sit down a couple of laps as he's on 10-lap old mediums. That will have to change. McJiggle trying to get something to happen here. Some wheel-to-wheel contact, maybe a little bit of a lockup, but it'll be Chat Band who still comes away with the move. And so some places being made up here as Koji's going to make up another place into P6. Huge for the Aston Martin as he's still in the title fight as well. Needs a couple of miracles to happen and things to go his way as he's currently sitting at a 36-point gap, so it's a three-way title fight right now, but RD Gamer trying to slam that door shut on the Aston Martin, trying to make this just a two-man title fight with him and Hooping Egg, and trying to clinch it as soon as he can. It's Monster Crater up into P5 now, making up a move over the Sauber, and he's now 6 seconds away. Jones is going to get a 3-second violation for track limits, and that is absolutely huge in this title fight. That means that RD Gamer just has to stay within 3 seconds of the Ferrari, and the Haas will be up onto the podium after as he makes a move up into P8. It's an 11-second gap to Chat Band Invis, but watch out for Zebra Gamer right behind Pelicanus, 2.5 tenths of a second. Right behind him, DRS we will have, and Zebra going to try and get the move. They go side by side, but it will be Zebra who comes away with this one. The less drag, obviously going to make something happen, but we'll have 3-second violation for multiple track limits. Monster Crater up now by 2.7 as he's pushing hard. Battery is being deployed very, very masterfully as well. We're not having to worry about that, just worrying about staying within a 3-second gap to the to the Ferrari ahead of him. 17 laps on these tires. Monster Crater getting the move on RD Gamer, but RD Gamer just gonna have to try and figure it out here. Jonesy with a 3-second penalty, a 3-second gap to P2 and P3. A little bit of a lockup there from Hooping Egg that we saw. And this is going to come down to the final lap. It's the penultimate lap here in Jeddah, as he's just trying to be there. Hooping Egg and the Alpine of Stars just going a little bit back and forth. A pass and repass, and Hooping Egg comes through once more. And you can see wheel-to-wheel right behind is the Aston Martin, who gets up into P3. A great drive from him, but the penalty gonna be crucial and could kill him later in this race, as it'll be Jonesy with the repass on the final lap here of the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And battling for the win is Hooping Egg and Stars of Alpine, but it looks like it will be Stars because of the penalties for Hooping Egg. But because of the gap from Hooping Egg to Jonesy, Hooping Egg will still be in P2, securing 18 points for himself in the driver's standings. Now, barring any crashes or any freak accidents to happen, we're coming through turn 13 in this hairpin for the final time this race for the two race leaders. McJiggle going to take another 3-second violation. He's down to RD Gamer by 8 seconds. RD Gamer trying to push up on the Aston Martin. Keep an eye out for that gap on the left-hand side of your screen. Commentator very, very close to Jonesy. You can see that. And RD Gamer trying to make another move through here. It's a 5-second gap to Hooping Egg from Jonesy as he's trying to hold up the Aston Martin right behind him, and this could be pivotal for RD Gamer. He could end up on the podium after all of the time penalties. Hooping Egg now trails by a second, just going to try and ride out these tires. He's not going to push because he knows that in the end, it's going to be Stars of the Alpine in his maiden debut, takes the checkered flag and wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Hooping Egg comes across the line in P2, and coming through once more, it'll be Commentator and Jonesy who fall down, and it'll be RD Gamer sitting on the podium for once more. And what a final race this was. Pelicanus up into P10, fighting with Baba and the V-Carb of Zebra, and it's going to be a battle to see who gets the final points. Invis is going to cross the line at P8, falling all the way down. A lot of movement. Baba up into P8, Jack in P7, Pelicanus in P9, Chatband in P10, Zebra in P11, and the final driver into P12. And Quaint Drag